Space Cavern is the best-selling cartridge from Games by Apollo and demonstrates another way to challenge players with a ground-based cannon game. You are represented by the human figure that can be moved along the bottom of the screen and that can fire vertical lasers at the colorful creatures dropping bombs from the sky. These creatures, called electrosauri, never come down to the planet's surface, so you only need worry about dodging their fire. There is no time limit to worry about, and your firepower is unlimited. Before we address strategy, we should point out a confusing element of this game. When an electrosauri is hit, a shadow or ghost of its former self falls below the horizon. Although unmentioned in the rulebook, this ghost is harmless and cannot be shot for points. It is purely for effect. However, one of the effects it achieves is confusion. With electrosauri and their ghosts on screen, it is sometimes difficult to tell exactly where a bomb is falling. So, if there's lots of activity directly over your man's head, move to one side, then dart back in for quick pot shots, and pick off the electrosauri one at a time. Generally, you want to keep your human near the center of the screen, moving perhaps no more than an inch or two in either direction, but always returning to the center when possible. Why? Because shaggy marsupials reside in caves to the player's right and left sides, and now and then they will try to sneak out unnoticed to eat the player. Marsupials cannot be avoided, they must be killed. To zap one coming from the right, simply move the joystick south. To zap one coming from the left, move the joystick north. The problem with marsupials is that once you get so caught up in the action overhead, you often fail to see them appear until it is too late. When you are engaged in heavy battle with the electrosauri above, you may wish to forgo peripheral vision and just send a blast both ways every few seconds. The blasts only interrupt your overhead firing very briefly. One final note on marsupials. They appear one at a time, but if you kill one on the left side, you can expect one to follow on the right side any second. Just don't let these enemies distract you from reaching plateaus of 20,000 points, for which you gain a reserve human. After 20,000 points, small electrosauri join large ones overhead. They act the same, but are a bit harder to hit.